We are unloading Stan's truck. It took us a while to load it up, but as you can see, we got a flat tire right here. We were supposed to leave about like 3-4 hours ago. All right, whew, that was honestly one of the scariest things I've done. I mean, there's a cliff right there. We're on a decline or incline, however you want to look at it. Truck is off the trailer.
I can feel how I'm changing. I don't know if I'll ever.
And people say this is a pavement princess.
I know, right?
So we're at 4x4 right now. Off-road.
4 high, baby.
4 high, 4 low, 4 high.
4 high.
Continue for 1 mile.
We got 1 more mile of this. 2 more miles of this. I don't even know if the truck's gonna be clean enough by the time we get there for a photo shoot.
I just don't want no rock stuck in the barrel.
Oh yeah.
Kick a rock up and chip the truck. Like going so slow.
This road is not made for wide wheels or a heavy duty truck.
Tacoma, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Canyon, perfect.
It's like being out here makes me want to build like a pre-runner and just have fun. But it wouldn't make sense to build a pre-runner in Augusta, Georgia. Otherwise, you know, unless I travel somewhere far. Teamwork.
You pull forward just a little bit so we can get the H's on the other side straight.
Oh, yeah.
Just straighten your wheels out before. Okay.
So we're in the middle of nowhere. I guess we should tell them when to stop, huh? Oh, Adam's got it.
Nice.
Dude, it's cold out here.
Yeah, dude.
I'm freezing.
I had to put on an extra shirt underneath.
I'm
You don't have a
freezing.
jacket or anything?
No.
Dude, I would do an extra one. If I had one, but
Yeah, if you got an extra hostile hoodie, I'll take one. I would stay outside, but I don't have a hoodie. I'm in shorts and it is freezing outside. Did not think that the desert at 7 o'clock in the morning would be this cold. That was on me. That was on me. Huge mistake. So I am just staying in the truck because it's freezing cold outside. There's trucks everywhere out here because I guess this is the place to come on a Saturday. Yeah, get your photos.
That looks like Fusion.
Yeah.
Gotcha. See if we can catch up to Kate Smith.
There's, I don't know who those guys are over there.
YD. That's the that's those two. That's that truck that was in the next to Gen 1.
Oh yeah.
He's getting it in that dude.
Oh yeah.
Look, custom offsets.
Oh yeah, there's custom offsets. today about how he said he's got that, his dad painted the truck.
Oh yeah.
And he couldn't make it into the show because his sponsor or his booth pulled out at the last minute.
Nice.
They're from Tennessee. But look who we found in the desert. We got Kate's truck, 2020 or 2021 Duramax with McGaughy 7 to 9 inch lift, 38 by 15 or 38 by 1350 NATO trail grapplers, which these are the exact same tires that I'm getting on my L5P as well, so I'm super stoked about that. It's a little dirty, I mean it's a little dusty because we're in the desert, but got some rock lights. Obviously the whole 9 yards from McGaughy's. Got everything powder coated to kind of match the truck. Got the McGaughy's reservoir shocks, upper control arms, the spindle. Only thing it doesn't have is the traction bar in the rear, but I guess it's because of the dually. But he's got a really nice flatbed setup. We were actually gonna get this exact same flatbed setup for the dually because this company is honestly, the Bradford build is honestly one of the most affordable / best looking bed flatbed that we've seen. That was kind of the plan, but decided to keep the factory bed. And then he's got the color match headlights, a little bit different than Stan's. Got the fusion bumpers. Yeah, it's a solid looking truck. Got the custom grill. Ready? Yeah, we just wanted to kind of catch up to him while we were out here since we saw him. Dang, so dusty.
I know, I shook my feet off out here.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I like started to close the door, move all the stuff. Where are we going to?
It's been a long week. We are ready to head home. But first, there's a couple of things we got to do before we hit the road. One, we're going to do Diesel Extreme. We always like to do Hot Shot Secrets additives. Drove 2,200 miles.
2,500 miles.
2,500 miles. And we hauled two 2,500s with a 40-foot gooseneck. So the interval for the Diesel Extreme is every 5,000 miles. 6,000 miles. Well, technically like every oil change, but we felt like because this truck went through a lot, I think it deserves it after 2,200 miles.
Because we still got 2,500 more miles to go.
Yep.
8 ounces for 20 gallons, 36 gallon tank. That'd be close to 16 ounces, so we'll call it like 18.
Yep.
So we'll go to right there.
Because after this fill up, we're gonna start using the EDT for the rest of the trip.
Well, I already used EDT.
Oh, you already used EDT?
At the gas station, I put 2 ounces of EDT in it too.
Okay.
Was you not supposed to?
Kind of overkill, but it doesn't hurt. Kind of overkill.
All right, well, we'll just stick it at 24 ounces then for 20 gallons. Go.
Yeah, because Diesel Extreme is pretty much like EDT on steroids.
Ah.
Yo, check it out. We got the whole crew from Hellwig here to install. That was at the Ford booth, which is really cool. So it shows that it's not just a straight up like a display truck. It's actually a working work truck. In the parking lot doing an install video for the sway bar for the dually before we head out. What's up, guys?
Let's get to work.
Yeah.
How y'all doing today?
Thanks for waiting. Sorry
Yes, sir.
about
No
that.
problem. All good.
All right, where we starting? What we need to do to... You need me to jack it up or anything, or...
No, I got 2 different sway bars options for you guys. So we
Cool.
can do the big wig or we can do the standard. This is a gooseneck, right?
Yes.
And then
Gooseneck sitting right
how
over there.
often does it tow and how often do you just daily drive it? Like non-towing?
I daily drive it. I daily drive it every day.
Probably
Right.
80-20.
Huh?
80-20. Like 80% daily and 20% tow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get you our standard diameter sway bar rather than our big wig. Our
Okay.
big wig is 1 inch and 5/8, which is designed for like if you had a big slide-in camper.
Ah, gotcha.
So you'll be fine with this one. This 3-way adjustable. I'm Mike.
Donnie.
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
John.
I'm pretty stoked to test it out. See how
Yeah,
much of a
well,
difference it makes.
Yeah, when we were talking, you guys were like, yeah, it drove horrible on the way out here. I was like, cool, let's make it drive good on the way
Right.
back. It shows people that we actually are going to use this truck for what we built it for.
Right, exactly.
So,
It's cool that it was displayed at Ford. Then you guys also use it too. So
yeah, that's
Like
and that's
really
part of
straight.
it. Like the theme was, hey,
I thought that was a snake in there. I thought that was a snake.
right?
Right out of the cinema show, straight into action.
There you
So,
go.
yeah,
That's
this is
beefy.
4140 forged chromoly steel, and believe it or not, it flexes.
Nice. You think that would make a difference on our show trucks?
Oh, are you kidding me? I don't understand why show trucks like that aren't hitting me up every single day.
Yeah?
Because really, well, the higher you put the truck, the higher the center of gravity, the more body roll you have.
Okay.
You put one of our sway bars and or even like a big wig on that, and it'll feel like you dropped it back down to stock height.
Okay.
Because it just, all the sway bar, so it mounts, this one specifically, the axle, it will mount on the axle on one side and the axle on the other, and these tie into the frame. So the sway bar's job is to keep the frame parallel to the road at all times.
All right.
So when it tries to roll out, the arms are just fighting.
Twist the other
Yeah, so
direction.
all these are two levers in opposition, just trying to keep it coming back to true. And this is just one big torsional spring, just one big twisting spring.
And if this works out really good, you'll be hearing back from me in 2 weeks.
This is our hardware kit, everything that comes with it, install instructions. So we'll just, I'm gonna put this in the back of your truck for now.
All right.
Don't let me forget it.
I usually just spit on those or like lick it.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Like,
guys.
I'm not even trying to make a joke. I like
okay.
to lick it.
Let's move the box. One is the step method.
You're doing a parking lot install?
Yep.
Sure, even at the shop, I use that method.
Yeah. And then, of course, you know,
You can press it with a
you
C
can also
clamp.
press it with the C clamp. So depends on which way you want to do it. But for the sake of time, we'll just do the old lick and stomp.
Grab the freeze. This one. Well, are these sockets all have?
Easy.
It always helps to have 3 extra guys.
Right, exactly.
I thought I was gonna be the muscle today. I thought I was helping. I had
Yeah,
my
he got the
gloves.
gloves.
I was ready.
Already?
I was like, all right, let's get to work,
Wait, what kind of
baby.
gloves?
Gen Y gloves,
Gen Y
baby.
gloves, yeah?
We had our pep talk on the way in. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it.
Nice.
Because I can take my gloves off now. Was that truck at one of the booths too?
Yes. So that's
That was that was the Hellwig.
that was at our booth. So we built that in 19 in collaboration with Ford.
Is that?
You do need to lube the bushing for
Okay.
it to go in, so it goes in smooth.
And it comes with the kit.
Yep,
Yeah.
comes with the silicone
Awesome.
grease.
We are actually in our hotel parking lot installing this before we head out.
That slides in.
Yeah. So do you want to tell the story how this all came about as I'm doing this, or?
You're more than welcome to explain the story.
Yeah.
Tell the story.
Yeah, so we, JW and I, we've been talking a little bit throughout the year, but they came to our this vehicle at SEMA. They were sharing their story with us on the drive out and how they got to the mountains of Arizona, and that it was a little bit white knuckle. I said, well, cool. Let me get a sway bar out here, and we'll install it for you guys to go home, so that you can tell the story of how it drove on the way out compared to the way home.
Yeah. So I've known the Hellwig guys for about a year now because of the SEMA
NPMC.
program, but I honestly didn't know too much about like towing at the time I met these guys, and I knew nothing about it. We brought the dually here, and on the way the truck performed great, but we were like, there's probably a lot of things we could do to improve it, and sway bar is one of the answers that we came up with to improve the ride quality.
The majority of trucks
Majority of trucks
that
come with
are a leaf sprung application do not come with the factory rear sway bar unless you get the tow package. So that's what we're here for. These are the end links. These are what tie the sway bar to the frame of the vehicle.
Yeah.
So we just got to do some prep, get the bushings in, make sure they're moved up.
Nice and beefy.
Fish plates.
It's a good size.
Yeah, and this is we make those end links in different lengths depending on what height the vehicle is.
So for my truck that's on a 9-inch lift, it would be much taller than this, right?
Yes, much taller
Much
than
taller.
that. Yeah. When it gets, so we make end links up to 17 inches long.
Wow.
That doesn't necessarily mean it fits up to a 17-inch lift due to the location of the sway bar, the mounting location of the
Right.
sway bar. So on the extreme lift applications, similar to yours, sometimes the builders will have to create their own end links, custom end links. You guys thirsty? You guys want something to drink?
Yeah, I'm a little thirsty.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're not
Okay.
good. You just all of it.
Let me ask you.
Look at this, Donnie.
Oh,
What? ARB.
it's kind of cold.
You want an apple? Yeah, but
An
the ARB freezer fridge, so it's got actually
Oh, so that's
two
a
zones.
fridge.
So So it even has a freezer.
Thank you.
Too bad I don't have ice cream. That'd have been a lot better.
I was gonna say, you got any like Bud Light or?
Right? No.
You want some? I got a whole cooler full.
Right? Yeah.
I'll trade you waters for beers at this point.
I'm all good. I can't drink when I'm working. But here, also that's
What is this?
a healthy health kit. A Hellwig health kit for you.
Health kit.
Yeah. It's got a koozie.
Ooh.
It's got a chocolate bar in
You open?
in there.
You open it for me?
I got you.
All right. That's got me. Are you sure?
Uh-oh. You know what's about to go on the dually, right?
The sticker. We got
Bottle opener, multi-tool.
okay.
Chocolate
Oh,
bar?
sick.
Yeah, it's going on the key ring.
Chocolate bar.
Yes, sir.
Some dude wipes.
With a mask.
Yeah,
that's
look at
awesome.
More
That's
food?
it.
Those are
Thank you
dude
for-
wipes for when you're
Okay.
traveling.
That's my SEMA survival kit. Get you through the show. So
Oh, yeah.
we're cool.
Nice.
We're ready to get underneath. We've
Cool, let's
done
do
the
it.
prep.
They even imprinted Hellwig on the chocolate.
No way. Hellwig chocolate. Nice. That's awesome.
So this is a tab that's already tapped and threaded. We then fish this in the frame through oblong holes that are up there. Fish it in, and then that's what the clevis is going to mount
There you go,
the
just
end
like
link
that.
to the frame. So it goes frame, this, clevis, and then the end link will bolt to the clevis.
Is there anywhere to fish that over here?
Let me check and see.
Oh, there's a hole right here.
Okay.
Cool. Because this tube was in the way.
Gotcha. And this is not the first parking lot we've done an install in. Matter of fact, we've done we did an install on a JK Jeep at Easter Jeep Safari at one of those hotels, and then we did a rear sway bar on a Gladiator in the middle of the Arizona desert at a campground there one time.
Yeah.
Three-way adjustable. So people always ask me, like, well, what does it mean when it's three-way adjustable? So the coin, which is this vertical piece here, has 3 different holes in it. So each hole changes the effective length of the lever, this arm here. So the further away you get from it, the looser it's going to be, the less control it's going to have over your body roll. So you'll have more body roll. The closer you get in, the shorter the lever. So the more control you'll have over body roll, so the less body roll you'll have. So for this application, since you're going to be towing with the gooseneck, the weight is coming down on the bed, but it is still a little bit high. It's far higher than if it was mounted here on the hitch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it on the middle setting and see how it does for you. And if for any reason you want it, well, I always recommend play with it. Move it inside, move it in, move it out. See which one you like best. We got the end links mounted per the instructions. Also, as a heads up, you put the female side up or the black side up that the actual threads thread into. Reason being is, as this gets wet and the water sheds down the threads instead of getting inside the threads. Other pro tip, when you go to mount the sway bar, hang the sway bar coins first on the end links. That'll help when we actually go to put the saddle brackets on. Don't do it the other way. You can, there's just a lot of 4-letter words involved.
I like my females on top too.
You like your females on top?
Don't get that on camera.
I'm gonna get it out.
Don't get it on camera.
It's on camera. And I'm not editing it out.
Take that out, dude. Take that out. Because if my wife watches this video, no, just let it no.
Well, she's a female, isn't
Well,
she?
she is, but I shouldn't have said I like my females. I like my wife. So, there we go.
I said that thing just slips in there.
What about you, Donnie?
2 times. He doubles the Donnie's like I double that.
Put the socket on with the hole in the right spot. You have to go.
Don't get involved. Don't get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Donnie's like, don't get me in trouble.
You just want to get the bolt and nut in place because we're doing our fitment. And the reason we're leaving those loose is the end links are adjustable. So once we get the sway bar in here, we want the arms to be parallel with the ground. So that way we can adjust the end links. We get one side set so it's level, then we thread the other to match. I'll show you guys as we do it. So the bushing, we've already greased it. You can tell ample grease. This thing's gonna be quiet for a long time.
Well, it gives you a tube. Might as well use it.
Might as well. My side. As I'm doing this install, so the great thing about this is you can adjust this front and rear. Typically, parallel with the ground is best. Now, in some applications,
parallel, you mean the bar or this right here?
you want the saddle bracket itself, parallel to the ground.
Okay.
But you'll see I'm looking at kind of where the angle of the end link is. Also, what's our clearance and tolerance here. So I'm looking to make sure we have no interference. And the other is, this hoop is going, as the suspension travels, this hoop will pivot like this. So we want to make sure we're not going to hit the pumpkin. We want to make sure we're clearing the spare tire. Just things to look at. But this is good. Also, you're positioning left and right on the axle tube. Nestle it right into a bend. When you nestle it into a bend, that'll keep the sway bar from sliding left to right, driver to passenger.
Okay.
What I'm looking at is, see that the lower section of the arm of the sway bar? See how it's parallel to the road surface?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. So the fact that these are kicked up, that's fine. We want it to stay clear. So I like the length there. Let's go ahead and lock down passenger side here. And then once this is locked down, we'll go ahead and tighten that jam nut.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pull the bolt on passenger side and then we're gonna run the male portion of that end link in and out to make sure it's perfectly lined up. So you don't have any preload either way.
Okay.
It's also very important when you're installing the sway bar, have the truck or vehicle on the ground with the weight in it, because that's what we're setting it up for, is road use. I've seen a lot of people, they'll get it up on a lift, axles hanging, get everything set up, put it on the ground, and all the geometry's off because it wasn't set for ride height.
So you definitely shouldn't do it with the hitch attached. Just the weight of the truck.
Yeah, you want it basically at standard ride height is how you want to adjust those end links. And then also you want to make sure that both the wheels are on even ground. Like this would be happenstance, but if you would happen to park the wheel on the curb and we tightened up, everything would be off. You want to make sure that it's parallel front to back and left to right. Did you button down? Yeah, I'd say just take it for a quick spin around.
Uh-oh, adding another sticker. That was a little crooked.
Is it?
I think we got plenty of stickers though. That your logo one came out really good.
Yeah, Alex did a great job.
That Hellwick, that's like 5 to 7 horsepower right there.
It is.
I was thinking 25.
That's exactly what I said this morning.
I know it's 5 to 7 horsepower. It's about 25 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay.
So, but I'll show you this. I'll show you how we're adjusting this end link so it matches. I'll squeeze in here so that you got sway bar and the end link. If you pull it so it lines up there, Joe. See, it's a little bit off. So he'll adjust. Is it off or is it on?
It's off.
It's off. So he'll just adjust it in or out.
Oh, it's almost like tie rods kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, just adjusting it so the bolt slides right in. That's what you want. So there's no preload, there's no tension. Right.
Lock this
I never shut up long enough for you to talk, which I was gonna say.
This is
that's
true.
Probably true.
Good to go.
There you go. And just like that, we are done installing the rear sway bar, Hellwig sway bar, which is going to help us with towing those two trucks back home. All right, so we're gonna take it down the street, see how it handles. He's putting on his seatbelt, so it means it's gonna get serious about the drift. He said he didn't get to do the 4 drift experience, so we're gonna do the dually drift experience ourselves. Okay. Whoa. that felt planted already. You know what I mean?
She was planted. She didn't move.
Like that right there, normally you would feel like
It would have broke the tires. I mean, we've done that before in this truck, and it broke the tires. It broke the, you got a little tire squeeze.
We definitely would feel the body roll. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah, there's nothing
like as you're turning.
There's no like.
Yeah. There's, when you're turning.
I was waiting for it. I was leaning into it. Like,
when you're turning, you normally turn like this.
Yeah.
But with the Hellwig sway bar, you're just turning like this.
All right, here we go. 30, 25, 20.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
The light stuff in the back flew around. I took that thing at like 22 miles an hour. I didn't even move.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's bust this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, your stuff.
Dude, isn't that weird?
That's so.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know where this road goes, so we'll back her on up. Somebody's coming on the right. We got it. Here we go.
Fast and the Furious.
Now I'm really curious to see what that Titus filling setting would do, because
I know, right?
there's barely anything now. Like there's literally like no body roll at all. Alright, so here we go. Let's do this.
Whoa.
She's like, I feel the oversteer, like when you turn,
Yeah.
you have that instant feedback in the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what he was talking about in the parking lot, but now, like, there's instant feedback. It's almost like the front end got even tighter.
Really? That's awesome. So that's what he means by if you go to the tightest setting, then you're going to get more oversteer because you're going to get instant response.
Yeah.
So if you're not used to that, or if you don't like it, then medium is fine.
Yeah.
Dude, this is crazy. I want it for my truck now, bad.
2020 or the LLY?
Both. Why not? Does that mean we're gonna load up both trucks?
Let's not get too risky tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna just drive. I'm gonna drive Matt's truck through the mountains, and then
We'll load them up after we get clear of like Gallup.
yeah. Yeah, it's ours now. We're not giving it back.
Dude, I went down here, pulling out, even just pulling out right here, you could feel the difference. And then I went down there, I busted a left turn at like 23 miles an hour, nothing happened. Did another one, nothing happened. Did a right turn, nothing happened. I was like, there's like no body roll already. And even just like kind of going down the road and doing a little like swerve test, she stays planted. And I see what you mean by like, if you put it on the third setting, you have even more oversteer because you have that instant feedback in the steering wheel. I swear it feels like you did something to the front end of the truck to make it feel tighter.
You did. You're helping keep that weight from transferring there. It doesn't nosedive anymore.
Yeah.
It keeps the way we're supposed to. So yeah,
That's
rad.
That's awesome.
Honestly, like I didn't know what to expect, right? But now I want that exact thing for both of my trucks.
Wait till you put the trailer on.
Right?
Yeah. Keep me posted. Let me know.
Yeah,
Keep
we-
everybody else posted.
All right.
And then when you get back, hit me up. We'll
Sounds
get you
good.
bars for your super lifts.
Sounds
We
good.
got it going. Or let me rephrase that. Your super lifted vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah. Super lift is a brand.
Exactly.
But yeah, let's peep yours real quick, and then I'll let you guys get on. I know you guys got tons of driving to do. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah.
There you go. Need new pants now. Still kind of crooked, I think. I don't know. Actually, no. It's pretty good.
Turn it. Slow.
Now, tell me how.
Hey, it looks looks pretty good. Yeah, if you just go straight up, I think we're good.
I can see how those two tires are like in line.
Yeah.
Back over this on the side.
And then this one wants to go.
See what I'm saying?
So we gotta find that happy medium where both wheels are kind of pointed out.
Right.
Yeah, this one is definitely going that way. That one is kind of straight.
Yeah, that one. When that side's straight, this one goes out. When this side's straight, that
That
one
one
goes
goes
out.
that way.
So you got to kind of play with it as you're walking it up.
Gotcha.
Can you get in there? I'll tell you exactly when they're both pointing out at the same
The
distance.
rear wheels are kind of even, so on
Yeah.
the front.
Yeah, the rear wheels look good.
I know.
You got it for low? Hold on, stop. Drive, buddy.
Cool, cool.
Come on. Come on. This way, Donnie.
Wait, stop, stop. So this is the update of what's going on. As you guys can see, we are unloading Stan's truck. And that's because it took us a while to load it up, but as you can see, we got a flat tire right here, and we try to lift the trailer up while Stan's truck was right there. There's no way of doing that. The truck weighs too much. So, good job, Donnie. You should be a driver. You should be a truck driver.
I'm trying to get out of there. Alright, you ready? So we gotta lift. You gotta jack it up. This thing is already loose.
All right, just jack it up. That's it.
We have two options. Yeah. We use the woods or we use the thing.
Try to use the thing.
All right. You want to put the wood in the back or no? All right. You want to drive it?
He'll drive over it. We were supposed to leave about like 3-4 hours ago. Yeah, 5:30. We were trying to be on the road by like at least 3. We were aiming for 2, but at this point, I think we might stay another night and leave early in the morning.
Go.
Wait, Jack.
Right there. Stop.
Yeah, I think we can get it now.
Yeah, but when we bring the one that's filled up,
Yeah.
we might not be able to what do you call it?
Put it in there.
Yes.
Got that tire patched up, so we should be ready to go, but we lost probably a couple of hours at this point. This is probably the worst possible outcome that we could have run into, and it's happened. I think we snapped the crank on the LML. Stan's truck doesn't have, the alignment is off, pretty bad, and also the fuel on this truck is low. So we're not even sure if this truck's gonna be able to make it to the next city with the amount of fuel it's got. We don't even have a quarter of a tank. We got like 1/8 of a tank. Oh shit, it's kind of scary.
Like, comment, and subscribe.